How does it feel to make $10,000 per day with e-commerce? I haven't posted a video in 2 weeks, went on a little bit of a hiatus, so decided to throw up the camera, chop it up like the good old times, and have a conversation with me down below in the comments per usual. And let's get into this topic. So ever since my first $10,000 day on November 7th, it's pretty much has been consistent $10,000 days across the board. I did have to cut some unprofitable campaigns that were just above break even, and it's been pretty consistent. So for the first week, it didn't really hit me. I didn't feel any type of way about it, and I think that comes from just me envisioning this happening for so long, praying about it, visualizing it, and it didn't. I was expecting it to happen. I thought that it would happen a little bit sooner. You know, God's timeline is a little bit different from what you envision for yourself. But yeah, I've been happy about it. Sometimes I do feel like maybe I don't deserve it, especially on days where I'm not as productive as I should be, or I don't complete every single task that I set out for myself to do. It does feel like I'm a little bit of an imposter. And sometimes on these type of videos where I try to drop some game, or on my Telegram, link down below, is I do feel like a little bit of an imposter syndrome, where like I do feel confident in the information. I know that I could replicate this, and I have done it with other people. I have mentored somebody that has done, $2,000 days from scratch, and I know my strategies work, but sometimes that doubt always creeps in. And funny enough is on the day that I was doubting myself a whole bunch and I was second guessing everything. And that's another thing, is like, even whenever you do get to these type of numbers, especially a person like myself, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna feel that much different. Like, the money starts coming in and there's a little bit more anxiety with that. I had a little bit of money before, but seeing $10,000 every single day going through your account, paying off the credit card. Like, if you don't pay, sometimes I don't pay off the card for like a week, then like $70K pops up out of nowhere. I pay my supplier like once a month or once every 2 weeks, so the money starts stacking up, and it's really crazy to see that type of money. But I have been, I'm not going out spending all the profits, especially at such an early stage of the business. I want to make sure that everything's dialed in. I have been dealing with quite a bit of returns. I have made some mistakes when it comes to the product at the beginning. So the first couple $10,000 days is quite a bit of returns, which is bleeding into the profit margin. That's another reason why I'm not just going to go out and spend this money, because you never know what might happen, and also making sure that I have a good cushion, because you never know. These payment processors, I feel like I have built out a good relationship with Shopify payments. My chargeback and dispute rate is quite low, although some chargebacks have been coming in, and that's creating a little bit more anxiety. So at different levels, there are different battles and different type of mindset shifts that you have to go through. And that's what I think really helped me see it firsthand with my mentor, where one day I started tripping. I'll message him. The mentorship ended, but he still like lets me hit him up from time to time. I try not to be annoying, but I when I'm tripping, I hit him up and he's like, bro, just chill, like everything's all right. So, with these type of numbers, like different type of anxieties come, and different type of challenges and different type of battles at each level. So I'm sure that what I'm dealing with right now at $10,000 per day is going to be completely different at $30,000 a day, maybe $100,000 a day, $1 million a month, where like, maybe I won't be tripping about this. Maybe I'll be tripping about an employee. I did one thing that I should have done a little bit sooner, is I think hire a virtual assistant to handle my email support, which now I locked in with somebody from the Philippines. Really good girl, doing an amazing job. Like, even exceeding my expectations, to be honest. I hired her part-time for now, so she logs on like 3 times a day to just respond to everybody, gives me a report at the end of each day, and just making sure that I'm creating good SOPs for every single part of the business that I can then use even for different type of stores. And that kind of thing has been on my mind, to create another store, because if I can do a $10,000 per day store, I can probably start up another one that could double everything, and just making sure that I'm doubling down on what's working. I have been having a bunch of like shiny object syndrome for some reason. Even at $10,000 per day, still happens. That's why I'm super grateful for at the beginning of my journey where I didn't really have a way out because of me putting myself out there in the form of the daily videos. That helped me a bunch of times. I can't count on right now how many times I was thinking about maybe switching to affiliate marketing, doing this, doing that. But you have to figure out one thing, stick to it, make it work, and then you can try to expand. So my goal right now is to run up as much as I can with e-com, maybe make a little bit of money from my personal brand, and invest those type of profits into stocks. That's something that I dabbled in before e-commerce. Before I started doing it full time, that's something that I was interested in. I thought about day trading before I got into it a little bit. I wasn't able to crack the code with that, but maybe going into more of a fundamental type of thing with the profits that I make in e-com, which is going to be my bread and butter for many years to come. So I'm excited for 2025. I have big goals, always setting the bar higher and higher, always pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And it's not like my life changed like drastically. Now it's all about consistency, keeping these numbers up and continuing to grow. Black Friday madness is on the way, so I'm excited for that. Maybe if I make 30K in the next week, maybe I'll go cash out on a GTR and then drop a mentorship. Who knows? Let me know if you would be down for that, for me to cop a GTR and drop a course. I'm just playing on the course stuff, but yeah, there's different demons at every single part of the game, and I wish anybody that wants to get to $10,000 per day luck, it is 100% possible, 100% doable. You've seen me on this channel start from scratch and get to this point. By any means, I don't see myself as a successful e-commerce person. I just want to continue raising the bar, continue pushing to new limits, and that's really where my mind is at right now. Making sure that I'm staying grounded, not getting too ahead of myself. I hate when I watch videos and people like preach to you on these type of videos. So I always made a vow and promised myself that I'm not going to be this type of person that gets on the internet and starts preaching and thinking they're that so much superior than anybody else, because that's not the case. It is possible for anybody. My journey is probably much different than yours is, but it is possible from any type of situation. Even if you're in a third world country, you don't have access to payment processors, you can still, there's always a way, there's always a solution for everything. You just got to stay committed, stay 100% true to yourself, true to the journey, true to the goal, and eventually things are going to start to click. It might take you longer than it took me. It might take you shorter. With the right guidance, it might be, half the time to hit a $10,000 day. It might be 90 days till you hit your first 1K day, maybe even sooner, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how long it takes. As long as you continue pushing, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. The success, if you consistently put yourself out there every single day, show up for yourself, show up for your business, you complete the tasks that are necessary every single day and continue improving every single day, success is inevitable. Even if it is irrational to think that you're so special that you can't succeed. Like, look at all these people online making thousands a day, millions a month. What makes you so much different that you can't just learn how to do it yourself? It's really, that's the type of mindset that I try to have. It's like, I'm not that special, so why can't I make it work for myself too? And just trying to think from a mindset of what would you do if you didn't fear anything? Like, if there was no fear in your life, what would you do? And that's what you have to run towards, the fear, overcome it, and continue growing, because that's when everything starts changing. The mindset, and I was down for a little bit. Whenever I started the daily series on Instagram, going from like 1K to 10K a day, I was already doing like $3,000, $4,000 record day at the time, and everything went to shit. All my ad accounts kept getting disabled. nothing was working. I burned through all the profits that I made trying to get it back up, and I was really doubtful, but I made sure to continue because I knew that if I can do it again, I could push past these type of limits and go even further. So there's no limit in this game. That's why I love it. I love e-com. I love online money. It is wonderful. It is surreal, that you can just start up a Shopify store, run some ads for Facebook, obviously make them a fuck ton of money, but create money out of thin air pretty much. There's millions and millions out there for you to go reach out and grab it. You might not be able to control every single aspect of your journey, but as long as you set a goal, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is going to lead you to that outcome. You choose your faith, you choose your destiny. I'm 100% believer of that. You might not be able to control every single little aspect. You might not be able to control the timeline exactly to where you want it to be, but I promise that you're going to get there, and I'm going to get there as well. The Phantom, the extended Phantom is on the way soon, and 2025 is going to be really exciting. I plan on taking you along with to the journey as well. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're tapped in. My goal is to put out 3 videos a week. That's the new goal. That's what I'm going to try to aim for. I know I've been slacking. I've been just trying to optimize everything for Black Friday, but on Thursday, I'm going to drop a video about finding products and the most gate-kept product research tool out there. Your favorite guru is promoting all these shit product research tools. I'm going to actually give you the game, and I'm going to show you what everybody's using but not talking about it. I'm pretty I don't want to say close, but I'm cool with the owner. He hit me up on Instagram. He was like, bro, like all these gurus and all these big people in the space, they keep talking about all these product research tools, but they're using my tool. Why don't we, strike up a partnership? So I'm going to have an affiliate deal with them. It's not like a pay for a video type of thing. It's just commission on every sale. So I use the tool. I think it is wonderful. You don't need to pay for tools if you don't want to. Facebook ad library is cool, but a video on that on Thursday. And then I'm going to try to make like a little Black Friday vlog to just switch it up, try a different new type of style. And if you know anything about cameras, please let me know what type of camera I should get. I want to invest in the quality. And I kind of get annoyed not being able to show you my phone and like the dashboards. That's why I kind of want to get a camera as well. I've been thinking about the DJI Pocket little vlogging camera, but I just don't think that it might not be too good of a quality. So I have been looking into something a little bit more expensive, the Sony FX30, I think, and I would get like a few lenses for different situations, maybe just one like wider angle lens to just keep it simple. But that's the plan right now. Let me know if you have any game on cameras, hit me up, put me on some sauce with that, and then join the Telegram, follow me on Instagram. And thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you'll have a wonderful Black Friday. So many people are making money right now. If you haven't started yet, just start right now. And I promise you, next Black Friday, next year, your life is going to be completely different. So peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And I will see you on Thursday.